Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Calibria Crystal Guardians. This is going to be a little bit of a different video because they did a huge announcement, as you can see on screen. I'm going to be going over this real quick with you guys, giving a little bit of my opinion on all this and what I think they should change and what I think just isn't really necessary, whatever I feel and think. So here you go. Major announcement and game development plan. In the light of the past updates, we're glad to announce the game development plan. Basically, this is their version of a roadmap. Please keep in mind that it can change according to player feedback. Now, that is a huge upgrade from pretty much any other game that I've ever played. So, with that, I actually like that probably more than anything else after it. The fact that these things can be changed just due to our response. So, quarter one, basically what they've already done and what they've been doing up until this point. So, major connections, back when the servers were crashing, game experience optimized whenever they were having a whole lot of bugs like that. New servers supported when they kept expanding the servers and they were all unreliable, messing up. They fixed that. Account binding, basically you can link it to Google, etc. Holiday event, it was okay, but I don't really. Vapor Dream went hard. That was a great addition. Customer service function, that was nice. Separate chat system and message system, that seriously helped the chatting in the game significantly, adding that little where the system messages were put back in the system area. New skins, doesn't really matter that much, to be honest. New champions and units, that was nice that they added them, and that is one of the things that'll keep this game growing is new units. Creation of an anti-cheat system, that was a dramatic thing. That was the most necessary thing they had to implement, and I'm happy they did it. Battle record system, still broken, to be honest. It's nice that they have it, but it's still broken as all mess, so really not useful. Friend invite system, it's nice, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work. New expedition gameplay, I mean, I like it. I'm assuming new expedition gameplay is the Inferno. Not entirely sure on that one. And just general bug fixes, which is good. They fixed a lot. So what they're actually going to be doing here in the short near future, the next couple months, new weekly update. That is a great thing, and everybody's kind of confused about that. What that means is every week or two, it says weekly, but some weeks they may not, I'm assuming. So don't hold them to the every single week. Things do happen. But a regular update plan. So this week they're going to announce what they're going to be doing. Next week they're going to announce what they're doing, etc., etc. They're going to announce what they're planning on doing and what kind of stuff is going on, and they're going to try to be as transparent with us as possible. That is very good. New heroes, not just Nat 5s, but Nat 3 and 4. Now that is going to expand this game dramatically. We have a very limited number of units right now. The good part of, even with us having this limited number of units, with them having so many different skills in every single day, or so far, even just now, it's like a couple months later, and still people are finding new units with new new skill sets and new ways of using these skill sets combined with other units to make amazing combinations that people would never have imagined, which is really nice. And expanding that is only going to get the game better and better regularly, as long as they test them and they're careful and listen to player feedback. If something's broken, doesn't work, etc., I'll think that's the best thing in the game. Weekly release of new heroes. Now that might seem a little bit too fast. I think, in all honesty, it needs to be a monthly thing, maybe, or two at the shortest. It needs to be 2 to 3 weeks. That's the shortest time frame you can feasibly release new units. Every week would be absolutely insane and would actually work against them because they would not be able to test them properly. They would not be able to make sure that they actually fit into the system as it is and keep the game balanced. It could be that they drop more and more and more too fast, and these newer ones are constantly overpowered or underpowered. Either direction is bad, where you don't even want them because they're underpowered or they're so overpowered. They're the only units being used, and your entire monster box prior to is useless. You need some time to balance them out, so be careful of that. New PvP system granting Kali Knight. I think that is one of the dumbest choices I've ever heard. Adding that as a just add-on, sure, fine. I don't have a problem with that, but they need to fix the Kali Knight in this game. It is the biggest problem in the game right now is Kali Knight. So they really need to work on that. I don't think the PvP system is necessarily a good way to do that, because you need runes on units to PvP other players to get the Kali Knight to upgrade the runes to PvP the unit. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't. Profile flagship system, that's actually going to be handy. I mean, it seems like such a basic thing, but it's going to be nice to add into the game. Announcement board system, that is going to be helpful, especially with them doing updates on a regular basis. Having something in game that you don't have to go through Discord or Facebook and try to search for it is really nice. Different language support, good. That's great. It helps expand the player base to different countries and everything and make it better for them. Cross-server guild gameplay. Now that, if they implement it correctly, could be good. There's many things that I see that could cause problems and issues, but if they do it correctly, then it could be great. Like, do not include the Asian servers that are a year ahead of everybody else on the like in any of these other servers. Like some of those Asian servers are just so far ahead of us. New guild gameplay, great. 100% support that one. New events, as long as they're good and thought out and everything, and they keep everything up front, I'm fine with it. This whole gear event that we got going on ended, and everybody was pissed off because they couldn't keep the stuff. But we'll, it is what it is. RTA, real-time arena, if it's done right and it's not like all buggy and messed up, it could be a really fun thing. The new skip summon function, it's a player suggestion. I think it's a dumb thing, in all honesty. I like the way the summoning function is in the game as is. I mean, you already have a times 10. Like, what do you need a skip function when you have a times 10 function? Like, seriously, you could skip one summon, and just skip them as fast as you can, and you'll still not be faster than times 10. It's not necessary at all. Nickname change limit. I mean, it is what it is. Just name changing. Just pick a good name and keep it. New starter packs. More ways to make money, but if they're good and they're not overpriced as hell, why not? I mean, it's part of the way this game grows. In-game server time display. Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, it would help when all the different servers are on a different time zone. So that would be helpful. In-game report system. Now that is really helpful for picking out hackers and stuff like that. We can actually direct them to the exact person. New skin trial card system. Now that could be interesting. As long as it doesn't cost money, just a trial, and it's just some kind of in-game thing, just for fun, that could actually come out really fun. That could come out really good. Rename guild function, not necessary, but I could see some people not liking their guild name and wanting to chat and wanting to change it. The guild chat log backup, that could be helpful because as is, every time you log out, you don't know anything anybody has said. Like, it just is gone. It is off in the wind. New PvE content. Now that, I am assuming they made floor 12s of Colossus and Leviathan, and then the Hydra. Anything more than that, and I'll be extremely surprised, and it would be very welcome. New rune filter system, now that would be amazing. That player suggestion is very useful. Chat being reworked, player suggestion, depending upon how they rework it, could be very, very helpful. New fixed hero formation feature, now that would be very, very nice. Because as it is, locking your hero's skills sometime for defenses doesn't actually work right. So maybe that would help fix that. I'm not sure, but could be nice. Raise the limit, the user level limit. Doesn't really need to happen quite yet. The game is still brand new, but I mean, it doesn't hurt. I guess they'll just put another pack for growth growth pack. It is what it is. I mean, I wouldn't say no to extra levels because that would mean extra base energy. Logs of guild members. Now that's going to be helpful because a lot of people right now don't know who's active in the guild and who's not active in the guild, and who needs to be kicked and who doesn't need to be kicked. New skins for units. I mean, it's helpful, or it's interesting, and that mixed with the whole new skin trial cards could be entertaining. We are listening to all players, so if you have any suggestions or bug reports, please do not hesitate to tell us. That shows you that this is the reason why this game should take off hugely, and I fully support this team right now with how transparent they are with this stuff and how they're going to be updating regularly. They're giving us a roadmap, what they're planning to work on, what they're working on right now. This is what I'm looking for in a game, and this is what seriously should show you how good this game is. So try to support them. Right now, with the COVID, everything is taking a lot longer. It's a lot harder for them to do everything, and they have a small team. They never planned for this game to blow up. So just give them a little bit of time, let them work on it, and with all this kind of stuff, it's going to be great. If they do even close to all the stuff that they're talking about here, it would be dramatically different. So the only thing I'm really worried about is the Kali Knight system. If they could do something about the Kali Knight in the game, make it so that we can at least do something with Kali Knight. I mean, I'm one of the top 3 in the server for PvP, and I don't even want to bother with PvP for Kali Knight. I just want some kind of a system where I can get Kali Knight without going crazy off the rails just for Kali Knight. I want it to be part of the game. You know, my natural stuff that I'm already farming and everything like that. Not farming runes for a couple hours, switch over just to farm some Kali Knight for a short period of time, then back to runes, then over here for at EXP, then, you know, I don't want to be bouncing around just so I could farm for Kali Knight specifically. I want it to be part of what I'm already farming with runes or EXP, that kind of stuff. So if they could fix that, that would be great. But we'll see what they have in mind. But that's my opinion, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and please leave a comment if you have any kind of different opinion, or I missed something, or whatever. Just let me know. And any suggestions for future videos. Alright, guys. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys next time.